쓰세지?
Now we're here to check out the very last video from SKZ Dominate Mixtape album. Already, it's so fast. We've been having a blast with this album.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere and it delivered 200%. By the way, you were right about the ferrets.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
surprised. I must have missed it because my eye is all messed up.
It's one of those lucks. Also, thank you everyone telling me that I can still call my baby a baby.
Oh yeah, that's from
I heard-
Patreon. No. Anyways,
No.
so
Sir, Fefi.
so that's that. It was really nice to see different interpretations and some things in line with what we said and some things different. We're gonna carry on that conversation on the video. I mean, if you haven't seen it, we've reacted to basically all the videos as well as
Yes.
the unveil. So and that's on our channel. So check that out. Now this is the last track with Lino and Seungmin. I actually receive a lot of different messages from different people on our Patreon page about what's happening with this track.
Uh-huh.
So normally, right, when Seungmin is making solo tracks, he works often with Hong Ji-sang,
홍지상, yeah.
which we talk a lot about.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
for
yeah.
this one, he worked with the
Song by-
the song by arranger Lee Kyung-han,
yeah.
and he wrote the lyrics with Lino, and he it's all live instruments, and of course the guitar is also from the song by guitarist.
Thank you for letting us
It's gonna be really
know.
really fun. I also heard that there's a lot of like English lyrics for this one that caused a lot of trouble for Seungmin and Lino in terms of like debating how to deliver the song and what kind
Oh,
of
I heard
tone they're
that.
gonna go
Yeah,
for. It's going to be a very fun song to listen to, knowing that kind of information.
Yep.
We also remember the unveil.
Can't wait for the visuals too, like from the unveil, very cinematic.
Yeah, it's gonna be really fun.
it's gonna be
I
more
suspect that it's gonna have a lot of different layers to this one as well, and we're gonna see if this continues working with the themes that are sort of spread across the album itself about their K-pop idol life and all that. So we'll check it out, talk about things after, and like we just mentioned, if you want a lot more SKZ content,
It's
we got
fun over
tons over at
It's
our
fun.
Patreon page. So check that out. The link will be in the description below.
Good community.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Okay, time to watch a movie.
Sure.
3, 2, 1, click. Whoa,
Hey, isn't that the unveil?
that's what I assume.
Oh, okay. Now it's different.
It's different.
Interesting.
Yo, even the sources,
Yeah,
it's very orchestral and
and knowing that it's all live sound,
I'm gonna turn the volume
real
up.
instruments.
Whoa, do you hear the bass?
Yeah.
아무것도 없을 때 힘이 한 불빛 틈 사이로
Wow,
다가와 내 옆에 앉고 그 순간
it's already big.
감정과 함께 문이 열렸네. When this light goes
와.
out, story starts to rise up. 스쳐가는 운명 사이로 오늘의 막이 열려. Never stop
I'm loving Lino's tone in this.
Coming.
명장면을 담을 때까지
Oh my
The
God.
chord.
let go. This is our cinema.
Whoa,
Wow.
it's so big.
Let me be your cinema.
It's way bigger than I thought.
This is our cinema.
Wow.
In this film tape,
Slowly building up.
Oh my God, Lino.
Harmonies.
Man, their tones are working so well together.
Whoa.
Wow.
so big.
Wow. Wow, that was a crazy.
Hold on.
Okay. Wow. Thanks, Dave.
Here the light shines again, ending credits going up. You and my name together on it with the final curtain call. And the night after night, when you cannot find your way, I'll be waiting. Welcome to our cinema.
Oh shit! I thought they were gonna drop.
No. Wow,
so
that
wrong.
was the outro.
Whoa!
Oh, this was wonderful.
Wow, this was so good.
Yeah, you need me. Stay.
I knew it was gonna be big, but it's so much grander than I thought.
Yeah.
Basically, they use a lot of like orchestral rhythms, especially those like doo-doo-dong, or like those tom or timpani kind of sounds with large guitar wetness. Even their voices too, great harmonizations. If you think about it, they were actually just keep building up to the second chorus, and that was amazing. Like they were just like adding a little bit of snare and then adding a bit of harmony.
Yeah.
Like, unconsciously it's just like keep building up, and sometimes even the bass is just like doom 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 doom. That was so good. And even the delays that they got from their main vocals too, very
Yeah.
boom,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
big.
For sure.
Love it.
It's sort of like, it's similar to Truman in that I was really surprised by Lino's voice in this one.
Oh,
And sometimes I couldn't even tell them apart. They sounded
Yeah.
so similar.
I wanted to say that too.
And especially in like the second verse, the way they divided the line was very unconventional almost, because they did like one line each, and then for the final line they divided in half. So it almost, if you don't pay attention, you'll be like, wait, who's singing? Wait, was that Lino?
Exactly,
Wait, was that
exactly,
Seungmin?
yeah.
The way they build things up, and the way the chords are going, and the sound of the guitar, and like the different instruments that they use, and especially it being all like real instruments. It also has a very contemporary Christian music vibe as
Oh,
well.
yeah,
in
I
its
kinda get it, yeah.
progression, even
Yeah.
with like electric guitar lines that are added.
Yeah.
It is that way because it has to build up to a certain point. And like you said, it's not just about the first chorus, but the second and the bridge and that
Yep.
outro as well. It is structured to
Yep.
create a very specific type of emotion.
It's exactly like how the cinema flows. When the first chorus hits, just feels like, oh, this is the biggest thing of the music. Then you just realize as the second verse starts by, you start hearing the other things that's happening, and it's leading to the main final stuff. And then, just like you said, if somebody didn't know about Stray Kids, they might think that it's like almost one person song.
Yeah, sure.
It's that much how they tried so hard to sound unified almost.
Yep.
They loosened their tones a bit. Seungmin's, of course, he's a bit narrow, but Lino is more like roundy but a bit wide. But still, the general tone of these two great singers, they made it so unified. You don't even know how many people are singing almost.
Yeah. Oh my
And
God, I'm so impressed
that was
with
so good.
Lino's
Yeah.
vocal
Yeah.
in this one. I mean,
Yeah.
Seungmin did Seungmin as usual, but Lino was a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great singer, but like it's a different tone. It's new. It's new to me.
True.
I don't know. I really liked it.
Yeah. And we talked about last time, oh, this is so Seungmin song.
Yeah.
In the unveil. But yeah, Lino nailed it.
I mean, even for Seungmin, it's a different type of sound. Again, it's not exactly like a band.
Yeah, they
music,
loosened
right?
it. Yeah, you feel that the muscles are relaxing almost. If you listen to the music, even their voices too.
Yeah, it
Just
feels like
it
you should be tensing up, but you really don't.
Exactly.
It's more,
Exactly.
letting go. It's nice.
Yeah.
Now, as for the meaning and the lyrics and everything, I think this one is as complex as Escape when it comes to possible interpretations that are sort of like presented through. Firstly, if you look at it from far, it's definitely comparing life to cinema. I found this very personal because I always compared life to cinema. Even, you know, ever since I was a young kid, I was like, oh, life is like a cinema. Like I just loved saying that because I thought it works really well. But if you go a little closer, I feel like there's other things here. First of all, I need to ask everybody, including you, do Seungmin and Lino go back further than Stray Kids? Like if they knew each other before Stray Kids?
Well, you mean like JYP trainee?
Yeah, maybe.
Even before that?
Yeah, maybe. Or like did they go to the same school or... Like, were they... I'm not sure. Like, I know they're close, right? So the reason why I ask is one possible interpretation I feel like is about friendship. And specifically because we have Seungmin and Lino, friendship between the two. Because while they are comparing life, or if we pair it with Dominate Mixtape, the Stray Kids life, like the beginning of their K-pop idol life, while they are talking about that, if you look at the first verse, they actually talk about how you came and sat next to me, and then that's when the door opened, and cinema or film started after the blackout. So it feels like maybe they're talking about their trainee days or something, but first and foremost it is about friendship. You being next to me isn't necessarily about lover, although it could be interpreted that way. I feel like this is more about Stray Kids. We said the same thing about Escape, how you know, there's a lot of like suggestive images and all that, but it's, you know, ultimately about members caring for the members, Bangchan being the leader and taking care of the members. So here too, I feel like that's a big thing.
To me, it was definitely Stray Kids and Stays.
That's the second thing I was gonna mention. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because, you know, with their journey came Stays, us. There's a lot of reference to Stays as well. So whoever you is, whether that be the members, Stays, or, you know, both, or lovers, it's really about their life as K-pop idol.
Yeah, because like if we didn't have the other tracks from Mixtape Dominate, then we might have just thought that, oh, this is just like maybe personally like the singer Seungmin and Lino talking to Stays or something like that.
Yeah.
But since the Dominant Mixtape, and we were keep thinking about, oh, maybe this is a life of Stray Kids and stuff like that, basically kind of connects with the theme of this is the whole Stray Kids thanking to Stays.
Sure.
So if you look at the lyrics, it's definitely I'll be your cinema. This is our cinema, and I'll remember it forever. Every moment I'll sing with you.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting, like whenever you
I also feel like if you take it even more specifically about the different shades of being a K-pop idol, this also talks about the fact that idols are on stage for the audience to sort of watch, like cinema, like a film. It's like Seungmin and Lino happily confessing, or not, that they will be their cinema there for the public to watch. Because like Burning Tires was about the chaos of kind of competing and running, not taking the time to look back on what they've done or what path they followed, and Changbin kind of realizing that they're, you know, it's important to stop, it's important not to step on others. Truman being, you know, like true men, like as in you got to find yourself, you got to not lose yourself. Bangchan talking about how the idol life being sort of dangerous as well. You know, while it can be freeing, you also have to pay the price, and there's certain things that you got to consider. And this, like the last track, at the end of the day, this is for the audience and how they're kind of put on this, like the film for them to watch. It's like, yeah, there's that layer too, right? Generalizing the K-pop life and what things the idols go through.
Even the visuals too, you know, like if you look at the storyline, to me, again, visually, Seungmin and Lino was like apart when they like, go together and, you know, going for the cinema, riding that truck called Stray Kids, maybe like a journey of being an idol in Korea. Then, you know, there are a lot of struggles, you know, sometimes the truck stops and, you know, you're in the middle of nowhere, but when you're still together, you see Seungmin just pushing from behind, and then they start going, and then you're finally on that stage singing in front of all the stays and fans and everybody in the world. And this is our cinema, cinema. Like you and
together.
me. Together. That's what I felt like. So it really continues that that theme as
Absolutely.
the
Yeah.
whole album.
And that's like what's really crazy is that like they have so many different things that they're talking about, but those different things all apply in every track of this album.
Yeah, and I really love those like end lines, like I need you and you need me, stay.
Stay was so good.
And,
That was such
yeah.
a moving line. Yeah.
And like, when ending credit goes up, you and my name together on it with the final curtain call.
so good.
That was so
So
good.
good.
You
Yeah,
know?
that outro was great.
I was somehow thinking like, oh, maybe do they have one more one more chorus? Like, let's go.
I don't know
chorus.
how you thought that way, but
I don't know. Maybe I was just like being so much of fan mode.
maybe
you
were so
and then I was
immersed.
just like totally forgot like how the flow was going with the music. Cool, nice,
Alright,
nice.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
I think this was a very different style that we've heard from Stray Kids. If you think about
Sure.
it, like this typical style, very orchestral and big, and we've never heard this, I think.
And if you think like we never heard this, it kind of applies to every track,
Exactly. There you go.
right? Like even Escape, we talked
But-
about similar things like, oh, the certain instruments are,
True.
are different.
Well, Escape for me, it's a little different because like it reminded us of
Red lights and all that.
Red
sure.
Lights. Probably that maybe on the side, but the others definitely like not at all.
And this, I think, is like a perfect place to wrap things up, like with the question of what is your favorite track, man?
Oh, holy fuck! Well, of course, I'm gonna have to listen to Cinema more, but right now, still Truman is my favorite. That do do do, and Felix starts like, and with that Hans like the drill rap, it's just in my head every time. Like when I'm washing myself or when I'm editing the video, I'm just like, do do do. Felix, just yeah, you?
Absolutely. I think me too. Just because of Felix alone, because it was so surprising. So I think like surprise factor and just like personal preference, I think Truman is my favorite at the moment. But musically speaking, as in purely music-based geek mode, nerd mode, surprisingly, I didn't expect this, but Burning Tires is like is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, somehow visually that was my favorite.
Visually, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but that was so fun because
Oh,
maybe because of the
visually.
caterpillar, or maybe it was
That's
just
true.
so fun to watch. You know what I mean?
Visually.
Like I don't know.
Visually is kind of tough for me because like Escape is also very strong and
True.
Cinema is also very strong. But I sort of at the same time I get what you're saying. It is very different too, and I'm surprised though, like at myself for. Because at first I thought Burning Tires wouldn't be on the list for me just from the unveils. I thought, okay, it's interesting, but visually, musically, everything was so unexpected. Yeah, I mean, we'll
freaking
definitely
loving
have to
that.
check out the last two track, Escape and Cinema, a bit more because we had a lot more
Yeah,
time
of course.
to digest
it was
Burning
so
Tires
recent.
and Truman.
Yeah.
But the point is that this was a surprisingly very, very strong album.
So good.
And it was a surprise drop for us too. So like, what the hell? But
I just wish they dropped this every week, not every day. Because it's just too fast.
oh,
Like I wanted to just cherish the whole
yeah,
song. Like,
I
let's
get
do
what
it.
you mean.
Yeah,
but then again, like the album dropped already.
I
Like
know.
the entire album dropped first.
Yeah.
So.
So don't drop the album.
Aha. Like singles.
Yeah, just singles.
Wow.
So that
would
everyone's
be
like,
fun,
"Whoa,
though.
what the fuck?"
That would be fun. Like waiting for it and
Yeah,
just
exactly.
re-listening to the same shit
Yeah.
over and over again. Like I
Yeah.
think that might be fun, but also kind of.
Yeah,
I don't know
totally
if I
get it.
could
I
wait.
totally get it.
Anyways, so that was Stray Kids, Lino and Seungmin's Cinema, the final track of this album. Amazing mixtape. We loved it. Now, at this point, it's only right to ask, first of all, what did you think about this music and this music video and like what the meaning behind this piece is? And also, more importantly, what is your favorite track at the moment right now as you're listening to this, if you're here still?
And what is your favorite visually?
Visually too, sure.
Yeah.
Visually, musically, just personal preference wise, whatever it is, let us know. And again, if you want a lot more Skiz contents, we're reacting to every single Skiz track in order over our Patreon page from start to finish, as well as all kinds of shows that Stray Kids were on. Like it could be one-off, it could be Stray Kids, Skiz Code, One Kids Room, Two Kids Room, you name it, it's all there. Finding Skiz,
Yes.
fandom tour.
Yes.
So check that out if you're interested.
Yes.
Otherwise,
and this, where are you? This guy is coming back soon, so stay tuned for that too.
that too, yes. Hopefully.
Soon.
And otherwise, we'll see you in the next Stray Kids video. So take care, and we'll see you in that one, everybody.
Peace.
딥티 상골리.
Myra Neves Hernandez.
호시.
A Mom Teeny.
TA.
Marzabel Beza.
K.
Kpop Yana.
Aya.
Vinny.
Purple. Spirit.
Anna Camila.
Erika S.
I'm stargazing.
Katia Ramos.
Melis.
Zuki.
Tova.
Mimi.L.
Ira.